This is a famous girl on the internet with over 2 million fans. Due to a loud argument with her ex-boyfriend, the security staff at the apartment complex feared something might happen and called the police. The famous girl said that her ex-boyfriend had been harassing her continuously for the past few days. She was very scared.
Please, just don't get me kicked out of my own apartment.
We just want him getting. We just want him out.
I'm scared. I'm scared of him.
However, what no one expected was that after the police left at midnight, the next day her ex-boyfriend was found collapsed at her house, covered in blood. What exactly happened to him? Let the T-Cop Cam take you through the investigation. The main female character in this case is named Courtney Taylor. She often shares her daily life on social media, such as fitness training, makeup, and shopping. Because of her charming way of speaking, she has attracted over 2 million fans and accumulated a lot of money. At midnight on April 2nd, 20,000 the Miami Police Department in Florida received a call from an apartment complex in Miami. The caller reported that 2 residents were having a very loud argument. They argued from the elevator to their apartment. After that, the police arrived at the apartment lobby.
You didn't call.
I didn't. Nobody.
I called. You called.
What?
Okay. What's going on?
Okay, hold on, ma'am. Let him talk.
Okay.
Ma'am, hold on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The front desk personnel, this young lady, I was actually, with the other guy. We were walking around. We came back. She informed us that.
Who's she?
The front desk personnel.
Okay.
She informed us that Miss Courtney, her boyfriend, was trying to get into the elevator with her, but she had her hands out like this.
Okay.
And she had her hands out like this, and she was like, "Oh no, don't come inside the elevator."
Okay.
So initially, me and him, we went upstairs because he was down here for a long period of time. So we engaged in a conversation with her. We spoke to her. We said, "Do you want him to come up because he can't lounge in the lobby area? Because you know why? Because he's been just laying around on the couch and everything else. And some of the residents was feeling like, why is he here and everything else."
Okay.
So we asked her. I said, "Do you want him to leave the property?" She said no. She don't want him to.
I did not say that. I said yes.
Hold on.
No, but the
Hold on. He's talking. Then you talk. Let him speak. Let him speak. You get your turn. You get your turn.
We were quiet when you were speaking. Why not?
She said no. I said, "Are you for sure?" She said, "Yes, I want him to leave the property." I said, "Are you certain for sure? Do you want him to leave?" "Oh no." I said, "So I'm gonna call the police because he's causing a nuisance in the lobby area because he can't be in the common area unless he's gonna be in your apartment. That's totally different, So somehow she locked herself out of the door. So we had to come back down here to go retrieve the key. We get down here to the lobby area. Her boyfriend comes charging towards her, and we actually try to get in the middle of it. So I told Artisha to go get the key so she can go back into her unit. The boyfriend actually came after her, and Paul was walking towards there. And then I just said, enough is enough. Police need to be called. She said she don't want police to be called. But when it's in a common area and something happened like that, my safety is the residents first. We had residents out here, filming and all this stuff going on in the lobby area and causing the nuisance. So I called because based on we still have him walking around the property and we need to have him removed. Last time we saw him, he was on the ground level.
Okay.
Courtney, what's going on? What do you need?
Okay, can you please? Seriously.
What?
Yes.
My boyfriend. I hate him all the time. Okay, he hasn't been any. I don't care. I'll hold it down. I broke up with him about a week ago. I had my mom fly out. She stayed with me for a week. She tried to get him out, and he kept sleeping in the elevator room inside of my extra couch. And somehow, I said, "Okay, Mom, it's cool for you to go home today. I think I got it from here." I literally took her to the airport this morning. I stayed in my apartment all day. I didn't take my dogs out for 8 hours because I was afraid that when I came down here, he was going to be down. And when I did come down, I walked my dogs, and he was telling me he wouldn't leave me alone. I said, "Can you please just walk my dogs in peace? We're not together."
Courtney, does he have any property in your apartment?
He has so much. Can I, with respect, can I please? I just feel like I'm not being heard. Okay.
Go ahead.
So I had a lot of opportunities to call y'all, and I did not. So when he's following me around this dog park, I said, your time is up. Like, that's it.
She said her ex-boyfriend had been continuously harassing her, but there was no specific danger at that time. She requested a restraining order from the court against her ex-boyfriend. According to her, continuous harassment would endanger her, and the court would issue a restraining order prohibiting him from approaching or harassing her. If he violated the order, the police could arrest him according to the restraining order.
All right. So what do you want us to do?
I want to be like exonerated, I guess, of like anything wrong. And I want him. Okay, the police are here. I want a restraining order against Christian Roselli.
We don't issue those.
Because no, I'm serious.
To courts.
Can I do that?
You have to go to court. You have to go to downtown.
How can I make myself first? Because I know him, and he would do it.
At this time, Courtney said two strange things. Can you hear it?
How can I make myself first?
You got to get there first.
175 Northwest for a second.
Before
175 Northwest.
Is he already on the way?
we have no idea. We don't even know how it looks like.
We don't even know who he is. How do we know that?
So your question is, I need a restraining order against him.
Okay, do you hear all this?
Listen.
Okay, they're listening.
Who's on the phone with you?
Just my dad.
Okay.
Have you noticed those two strange things? First thing, the police asked Courtney, do you need any further assistance from us now? Courtney replied,
I want to be like exonerated, I guess, of like anything wrong. And
this answer is too confusing about who needs to be forgiven. According to Courtney, it was her ex-lover who came to bother and harass her. If so, the wrong person is definitely her ex, so why does Courtney want others to forgive her? The second strange thing.
You have to go to downtown.
But how can I make myself first? Because I know him, and he would do it.
The second strange thing is that Courtney wants to apply for a restraining order against her ex. But she also says that her ex wants to apply for a restraining order too. If, according to Courtney, she is the victim, then why does her ex also want a restraining order? Could it be that her ex is also afraid of Courtney? This sounds very contradictory. Let's continue to see what Courtney will say next.
I am. Right now, like, I have not always been a victim, but like right now I'm a freaking victim in the situation. I'm scared to go downstairs and walk my dogs. I just walked him and I told him, you don't have a chance, and now all of a sudden this is all happening.
What's his name?
Christian Tobecha Kurobim. So like,
Christian?
Please, just like don't get me kicked out of my own apartment.
We just want him to get him. We just want him.
I'm scared. I'm scared of him at this point.
Does he have property in the room, in the apartment with you? A lot of property, you said. He's been with you here for about 2 months, right? Is he on and off, or is he staying with you?
For 2 months, every day.
Staying with you for 2 months here with you? Okay.
Except for last week he wasn't working.
Okay, let me let you know something. He lives here. That person lives in that apartment with you. Okay, we cannot trespass anybody that lives in this place. So we can by law we cannot do this.
I know. I understand, and that's why I said I need to come out. I'm just so frazzled. I can't believe it.
If you want, you can ask your dad. I don't know if he knows state of Florida law, but that's the way it works.
No, I understand, and that's I do understand that, and that is why I said, can I get a restraining order and get there first?
Listen, my answer was I already answered that. You got it. Just go to the court. Explain to them what happened, and you explain to them what you need. And if they grant it to you or not, it's on them. You have to see a judge at court. Those type of restraining orders, they're granted by a judge.
So what can I do to be safe now? For my 2 dogs and I, what can I do?
Okay, explain to me why you don't feel safe.
I'm not comfortable.
Explain to me why you don't feel safe.
what?
Why is it that you don't feel safe with him? Has he threatened you? Was there any type of physical violence to you?
Yes. That's not really like my concern. It's just that like they're just stalking. They're stalking me. My mom was here for a week telling me.
Although she said that her ex-boyfriend made her feel unsafe because they had previously lived together in the apartment, the police had no right to evict him. The police then ended this investigation. After checking, the police concluded the investigation on April 3, 2022. After the police interrogation the next morning, the local hospital received an emergency case. A man had been stabbed deeply in the chest. This man was Christian, Courtney Taylor's ex-boyfriend. The police immediately went to the apartment complex to arrest her and took her to the station for investigation.
What? Homicide's the one responding for DV.
Wait, is he dead? Is he dead?
Sit down.
Okay, no, I'll sit down. I just you scared me.
Sit down.
He's not dead, is he?
We don't.
No, they're taking him to the hospital right now.
He's in the hospital right
I need to be at the hospital with him.
Oh, you're not going anywhere.
Why?
now because we're conducting an investigation.
She claimed that her ex-boyfriend attacked her, and she just threw a knife at him in self-defense, not intending to injure him. After Christian was taken to the hospital, the doctors found that the knife had severed a major artery, and despite their efforts, Christian did not survive. The police informed her of Christian's death. She was very shocked and saddened, crying continuously and blaming herself. After the police investigation, they confirmed that Courtney's actions were in self-defense and released her. But a week later, the forensic autopsy report revealed that the wound was caused by a very strong force from above, not by an accidental throw. Therefore, the forensic team determined that Christian was intentionally killed. The police conducted further investigation and found video footage from the apartment elevator showing Courtney very agitated and repeatedly attacking Christian, contradicting her previous statements. In 2021, Christian had also been beaten by Courtney but did not make a big deal of it. After the investigation, Courtney was charged with intentional murder. However, Courtney always denied the act of intentional murder, and the case is currently in litigation. Courtney's father was also sued for unauthorized access to the victim's online bank account. The video of this case attracted many comments, with many people finding Courtney's statements to the police very strange, and suspecting she had anticipated killing her ex-boyfriend. What do you think about this case? Do you think Courtney intentionally killed her ex-boyfriend, or was it just an accident? Leave your opinions in the comments below. This is the Teacup Cam. See you next time.